What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you saw my Instagram, I just posted this reel. It is the OG Daiwa Elphus Ito AI. It's a Megabass rendition. This is my personal reel. I have not opened it up in a long time, so I got it cleaned up for whatever I needed to. And I'm going to put some of the Duthalon stuff on there. It was pretty dirty inside. It was just kind of the original grease oil that's been on the reel. Haven't really done much to the reel just because I've got a couple of them. And this one has upgraded gears to 7.2-to-1 gears. It's got the upgraded, or just the different eyes spool that came with it. I put Bocas on the side plate and spool. Swapped out handles and put in eyes, custom handle on there. It's got 4 bearings. It just kind of goes with the reel with the accents and everything, a little red, gold, whatever. And then a Daiwa Elphus Type R drag star. So I'm going to drop some oil and some grease on this reel since it has not gotten the Duthalon treatment. Just because I'm running that all season to just make sure everything is good. And so far, it has been a great grease and oil. There's just a couple different kinds of it. So this is the semi-fluid grease. Semi-fluid grease goes on the plastic gears and anything else inside the reel other than the main gear and pinion gear. So you can put the semi-fluid grease on yoke shafts, the springs here. I put it down here, friction points, put it on the spring here. I'm just using like an artist cheap brush from like Wally World. I get them by the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds because I use them all the time for my clear coat on my baits. So I'm gonna put some stuff there, put it down there, everything should be good. All right, so this is the main gear here. The only thing that hasn't been done is a Carbon Tex drag, which I might do that later this winter if I get time. Again, I'm not using this reel a ton, so I don't really need the Carbon Tex drag, but it does help. It is much smoother, it is more consistent, and it gives you a little bit more pressure just because the drag stack's just a hair thicker. Put the collar on there, it's pretty tight, so make sure that goes on. Now that is on there, I can put a little bit more grease on the 2 gears here. And then here's the Duthalon oil. Put some oil on the pinion bearing. Drop the pinion on. Pinion's on there. Drop the yoke springs. Once the yoke springs are on, you can put a little grease on them as well. A little grease on them. Again, this is the semi-fluid grease. This is the semi-fluid grease. I'm done with that for now, so I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to wipe my brush off, because now I need to use the ceramic grease for the main gear and pinion gear. You can tell I have not used a ton because you really don't need a lot of this because you're only using it on your main gear and pinion gear. And again, I'm just going to brush it on. Make sure it gets into the teeth, into the grooves there. I've been putting it on some customer reels that kind of request it, or they buy the stuff and they want me to put it on. I'm probably gonna have to charge a little bit more this winter just because it is a little bit more tedious. It does take a bit more time to add it to a reel. And the products are a little bit more expensive. But it has been very good so far. So put just a little bit here. Should be good to go. All right, so that's good. I gotta wipe it off again. I'll drop some oil here on the side plate. Put some on the AR bearing, just a hair. And seat this guy back on. There's that. Now I can go back in and put some frame screws in. Make sure everything's snugged up. Frame screw. Little guy. Tighten them up. Tighten it up. There's that. Put the drag washers on, the pressure washers. This guy can go back on as well. And then I've got 2 washers for the handle. Anodized red screw. That guy back on. Come on, get on there. That guy back on. Make sure it's tight. Lined up. If it's not lined up, I'll know. Should be lined up enough. Nice thing is that's a Phillips screw head, not a flathead. Alright, so that guy is... So again, I'm going to put some oil here on the end of the worm, inside, each corner. That guy is good. Put a drop of oil, since these haven't been oiled in a long time, on the spool. Side plate, throw this guy in there, and then I'm going to go back to my semi-fluid grease, put some on the end of here, close it up, tighten her up just a little bit. And then what you want to do is put grease on the actual worm gear. Oh yeah, I think smooth. And that is the Alphys Ito AI. Side plate, clear side plate. It's pretty awesome. It's got the Ito engineering on it. Front nose plate is clear. Just a very awesome reel. Looks amazing. Feels amazing now. So that is it, guys. Smash that thumbs up. Appreciate you guys for watching. I'm going to hopefully do some more videos here soon. So we'll talk to you guys later. Peace.